Oh my god, why is this happening? Who thought this was a good idea? Why is there diva porn in this thread? Jesus Christ, I almost named this file Overwatch. What's up guys, this is Zero to Kitsune, and so we're going to be talking about this. Yeah, that happened. I'm not sure whether or not this tweet will be deleted later on, so just gonna make sure that's up on the screen for archival sakes, I guess. But yeah, there are two potential ways this may have happened. Either Gearbox intentionally made it and just didn't tell anyone, which is what the internet right now thinks, or maybe they didn't and someone else made it and Randy Pitchford just thought, oh, this is a good idea, let me try to share this out, maybe get some people talking about Battleborn again. Either way, I'm not fronting them too much. Well, I'm not hating on them at all, actually, if they did do this, because sex sells. It's part of the reason why Overwatch did so well. There's a reason Widowmaker's that curvy, and there's a reason that they didn't remove Tracer's ass post until post-game, and a slew of other things that Overwatch didn't change or didn't remove or didn't even talk about until after the game was sold, despite seemingly having problems with them. And it's also the reason why games like League of Legends did so well. You can find fan art, sexual and not, all over the internet, including things like doujinshi for their characters, which are actually pretty well written, surprisingly. But to me, I just kind of want them to be upfront about it. If they did do it, just say it. I wouldn't blame you if you did. You need people talking about your game because it's kind of floundering. But if they did do it, it would be a surprise to me because, you know, Gearbox has been full of people a little bit on this. I mean, they've had an artist who was very vocal about disliking the sexualized character designs of Dragon's Crown. That irritates me to no end since I love Dragon's Crown so much. They've had a writer, their lead writer, talk about how he would have potentially redesigned the way one of their best characters talked because of potential racial stereotypes being in there. I'm not even gonna get on that. And Randy himself has been surprisingly vocal on his opinions on feminism bigotry. And to me at least, maybe I'm wrong about this feels like it comes together to be the type of people who would be anti-pornography. Again, could be wrong. But regardless of if they did or didn't, this just stinks of bad timing. Trying to do a porn push, I guess that's what I'm going to call it from now on, should be done very early in the game. Again, League of Legends, Overwatch, and plenty of other titles do this kind of thing all the time. Granted, they're not vocal about it, but they do. Being this late into the game feels weird because, and it's not like there wasn't already fan art, sexualized or not, of Battleborn. It just wasn't, you know, on the front of the internet, like most fan arts are. So there's that. There's also the fact that why do this now? Another case of bad timing because right now the internet loves to bag on Gearbox. People are just looking for reason to point out and say, you suck, whether it has any validity or not. And it's just like, why give them more ammunition? I mean, look at that Reddit. Just look at it. It's full of just laughing and jokes and fun at Gearbox's expense, or more particularly Randy Pitchford's expense. But maybe if they did do it, they did just simply to make people talk about it. I mean, I'm talking about it. I devoted the time and effort to make a YouTube video about this, and there have been some news articles about it, and I guess if that was the goal, mission accomplished. I guess this is the first time I've even thought about Battleborn in the past couple weeks, but is that much of a victory? And the final point I kind of want to make, because this is really just a short video, is that part of Gearbox's fan base is just gonna roll their eyes until they start getting more news about Borderlands 3, because that's really what most people who like Gearbox products are looking forward to, their flagship series. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm praying that they don't screw the game up. I was intending on, I think a week or two ago, to do a video detailing what I thought were the best choices made in the Borderlands series and the worst choices made, you know, design-wise, or more particularly the changes from Borderlands 1 to 2, best and worst. I never got to it, but maybe I'll revisit that because, again, I am a bit worried about Borderlands 3. You know, the suspicions that it might end up being Border Worlds and being a massive multiplayer online game, the lack of Anthony Birch, the fact that he left Gearbox and he was the lead writer of Borderlands 2. Love him or hate him. I know some people have problems with some things he has said or his opinions. Like I said, I brought up the whole racial stereotypes thing. But for the most part, I do enjoy the writing of Borderlands 2. I think Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep is my favorite narrative experience in the series to date. That's through Borderlands 1, 2, and pre-sequel. And pre-sequel had some good writing. I know a lot of people didn't like it. But those were just my thoughts. We've passed the 5-minute timer. You know how I hate passing the 5-minute timer. So leave in the comment section whether you think this was a good move or not, or maybe even talk about whether or not you think Borderlands 3, Border Worlds, Border Whatevers will be a good product when it eventually comes out. Either way, I'll see you guys next time.